Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our sixth Toledo Impact Program Showcase. My name is Adam Salon. I'm a partner with Jumpstart for Entrepreneurial Services. And on behalf of our Toledo Jumpstart team, Roy, Amy, Kenny, the co-host with the most, we are thrilled to have you here. Like I said, it's our sixth cohort. We have four outstanding entrepreneurs, the lady whose pictures you see, who are going to be presenting and getting asked some questions by our fantastic panel of judges. But we are thrilled that you're here and thrilled to really celebrate these ladies and their businesses and the work that they've done in the past 12 weeks of the program. So we're gonna get right into it. I know we have our awesome Jumpstart marketing team behind the scenes running everything. So here's the agenda for tonight. We're gonna try to get going and get to it as quickly as possible. We're going to do some quick welcome, quick introductions, talk about what these entrepreneurs have been doing, what their pitches are being judged on tonight. You're going to have a chance to see those outstanding pitches, and we'll tell you a little bit more about Jumpstart and these fantastic ladies while the judges are deliberating. Come back and do the winners announcement so we can move on. Kenny, let him see your 10 out of 10 outfit for tonight. Give us a little welcome.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for the compliments, Adam. You're being too nice. I'm Kenny Ferrara. I'm the Deal Flow Associate with Jumpstart. A lot of you watching may have met with me before, and hopefully I meet with more of you. And we'll talk about what I do specifically here at Jumpstart later on, but just looking forward to tonight, and all of these entrepreneurs have put in a lot of hard work, and glad for everyone to get a chance to see.
Awesome. So as most of you know, you can see our Jumpstart mission, and that's on behalf of all our colleagues and peers in Cleveland. We are very excited to have you here and very excited that you are a part of Jumpstart and helping work with us and all our partners to help entrepreneurs in all ways. So very glad to have you. Let's talk a little specifically about the Impact Program. And Kenny's gonna get into some of this later, but this is a 12-week, pretty intense program of business advising with some industry specific topics. Every week's a different topic. These businesses are, in addition to running their business, many of them have jobs on the side as well. They are doing homework every week and then also preparing for this showcase. So this is a pretty intense program, but this being our sixth cohort, I think the folks that have come through and the folks that you'll meet tonight will say they've all gotten a lot out of it. And really, I gotta say, and speaking for Amy and Roy and Kenny and Patrick and the programming team in Cleveland, we get a lot out of it too. It's great to meet these businesses. We learn a lot from them, about them, and it's great to collaborate with them. So always feel free to let us know if you or somebody you know might want to take part in the Impact Program. Just a quick glance at what these four lovely ladies have been doing for the last 12 weeks, in addition to running the rest of their lives. As I mentioned, kind of a different topic every week. We try to tie things together and be relatively personal in addressing some of the things that affect each of the entrepreneurs in their business. We are really lucky to have, as you're going to hear about, four services business. So a lot of things we were able to talk about, and really the thing that you're never going to see on a syllabus that is almost the most valuable is the camaraderie and the help that all of our cohorts have, but these ladies have given to each other in partnership with our team has been tremendous. And this is really one of those programs where the sum is, or the product is more than the sum of the parts. Get a lot out of it, a lot of great collaboration. So thank you for that. And a little bit tonight about what you're going to hear tonight. And we're going to get into that a little bit over these next couple slides. Each of these ladies had advisors, both from within our Jumpstart team, whether that was weekly meetings, as well as a partnership with some mentors from around our Northwest Ohio community who very, very generously donate their time. And I think we had 7 outside advisors, and 5 of them have been a part of at least 5 of our 6 cohorts. So very, very lucky to have such great community involvement there too. It speaks a lot about our entrepreneurial ecosystem. Quickly take you through how this is going to work tonight. Hopefully this is not the first time that many of you have been to a celebration such as this for our Impact Showcase. But what you're going to hear tonight is each lady's 10-minute presentation. They're going to come on live on the screen, and our judges are going to be able to ask them a question each, kind of dig a little bit deeper into some of that stuff. Kenny is tasked with being the bad guy and make sure we don't go over our 5 minutes for judges Q&A, but he's got the serious look and he's got the turtleneck on tonight, so I think he's up to the task. Real quickly, just so you know what our judges are looking at, the criteria that our judges will be grading the presentations on are right there in front of you. And most exciting for tonight, in addition to getting to celebrate these 4 ladies and their businesses, we are absolutely going to be handing out some cash tonight. So the winner is going to, of the showcase tonight, is going to walk away with $10,000. But like I said, this is truly a celebration of the program and these 4 fantastic ladies and their businesses. Everybody is walking away with money, which will go directly into probably some of the things you're going to hear about tonight that they're going to use some of that money for to grow their businesses. And very, very importantly, very special thank you to our judges for this evening. We are very, very fortunate to have these 3 individuals. Brandy is an enterprise digital strategist with 15 years of experience. They work with Fortune 1000 companies all over the world, and they're based here in Toledo. Netra is the co-owner. I got to give a shout out to Mo. I know he's there listening. Netra and Mo Hilliard own a company called Mo Hill Trash Out, also based in Toledo, and they handle all kind of trash out solutions for individuals and businesses. Netra was in, I want to say our 4th cohort. Netra was the winner of our showcase 2 times ago, so many of you may be familiar with her. We're obviously very thrilled to have her back with us as a judge. And last but not least, our friend Keith Jordan. Keith not only has worked in big auto, he works for some nonprofit, gives a lot back to the youth of our community. And I also want to send a shout out. He owns a coffee shop downtown called Onyx. So you can find me there getting some work and getting some tea. So again, thank you. We are really excited to have you with us. Really happy that you could join us tonight, and very much looking forward to you helping us with your questions to celebrate these lovely entrepreneurs. And this is the order they will be presenting in. I am not going to get into any of their stories. We're going to talk a little bit about them while the judges are deliberating, but I want you to make sure that you get to kind of put a face with a name. This is the order they'll be presenting in as well. So without further ado, let's move along and get right into it. We are now going to hear our first presentation from Alyssa and Ground Up.
My name is Alyssa Motter, and I am the owner and lead designer at Ground Up Creative Agency. Mother of boy and girl twins with a love for business and creativity combined, I am the mompreneur that can lead a team call while managing snack time. Whereas I do have a degree from The Ohio State University, and please, let's not talk about the game, but I pride myself on being a self-taught photographer that empowers anyone who steps in front of my lens. Connecting passion with purpose is essential to my daily routine. Knowing your why is important. You will not always be motivated. You must be disciplined. Discipline is directly linked to your drive. You have to ask yourself, what moves you? Motherhood grew me in more ways than one. Being given the responsibility of twins is something I don't take lightly. I work hard for them and my future grandchildren. This business is bigger than me. I decided to move back home where I got my first salary-paying job with an amazing nonprofit called Mobile Meals. I was with Mobile Meals for a year before I realized I was falling in the same trend as my parents, working a lot and not being able to spend time with my children. Zoe and Zane are my reasons why. I come from a working family, and I vowed that I wouldn't miss these special moments of their life for someone else's dreams. I went into business so I could have the luxury of time. But building a business, like motherhood, takes a lot of patience and lack of sleep. Be who you wish you had in life. Inspiring change to grow a mindset is one of Ground Up's core beliefs. What started off as a hobby grew into a full service agency that transforms visions into visuals, tailoring to entrepreneurs and small business needs through an array of services. We are a creative marketing and branding agency that grows with you. Since most of my professional network was in Columbus, I decided to move back. The mission and goal for the move was to establish myself as a professional and to gain the network and respect from the small business community. It was time to take things serious and grow not only my skills, but my mentality. I started practicing photography with just my iPhone and then purchased my first camera at the beginning of this year. I improved my design services through upgraded software and training. I taught myself web design, development, and continuously looked for opportunities for growth. After 6 months of working hard and focusing on my goals, I finally seen progress. Pretty soon, my clientele was increasing rather quickly by word of mouth. Friends were referring friends, business associates placing me in rooms I've never walked in. Columbus treated me well, but it was time to move back home to Toledo and build. At this point, I had a great idea who my ideal customer was. Growth-minded individuals with no firsthand knowledge of branding and how essential it is to the success of their business. I realized I wanted to do more than just help one individual, but I wanted to grow a community of confident business owners who have a vision and the tools to achieve it. Now, no one is perfect, and everyone could always use a little work, but when you're with Ground Up, we're in it for the long run, building you today for success tomorrow. Ground Up is not just a creative agency, we're a family. I don't believe in fulfilling one service's need and that's it. I believe we should grow together. Ground Up covers an array of services to help businesses at any stage they find themselves in. This allows us to establish a rooted connection as well as a sense of trust. Working with Ground Up is like working with your favorite hairstylist. They know your hair best, and if they're booked, you wait till the next available day. There is trust and value. Acknowledging that we are still a small business, we are working towards growth every day. Who we are today is not who we will be in the future. Growth is projected. Getting clients and establishing a sense of community go hand in hand. Planning events allow me to network with new people while creating a sense of unity and a reassuring feeling that we are all in this together and together we can grow. Establishing a sense of community not only can improve our community relations, but shows the support we have for others. Holding community events to those who are unable to afford my services help bridge the gap in the communities I am from and able to reach. Ground Up is dedicated to bringing purpose and passion to business. Through skill, design, and passion, your visions will turn to visuals, growing your confidence and empowering you for success, building you and your brand from the ground up, where community meets family. If I wanted to create the impact that was envisioned, I had to expand. I was recently holding photo sessions out of my dining room, and I decided it was time to take the step of acquiring a studio space. And here I would have photo shoots as well as branding shoots for my clients, but would also create a space for creatives who cannot afford or have access to their own studio. Ground Up is more than your average service provider. You may come to us for a web design and end up walking away with a rebrand and much more. Take one of our clients, for example. Let's watch her build. Over the years, our client base has expanded and grown. We are thankful for those who support us and continue to believe in what we offer. Here are some testimonials from two of our clients. I can't do this alone. Not only have I been doing all of my services by myself, but I have been limiting the amount of growth and impact for my business and others. I want to be able to focus on growing my business and all of those fundamental things that I've lacked for this time. Talent strategy is essential to the growth of my business. Anyone I bring on must have quality and the passion to stay on brand. If we lack in any of those areas, Ground Up is not fulfilling our mission. I hired 9 new contractors. Creating jobs is essential for my growth, but for the community as well. In the past 2 years of my business, majority of my clients are from word of mouth. I have had no marketing budget, ran no paid ads on the web or in the community. I decided it was time to outsource. These contractors were selected and interviewed based off of skill, character, and resume. It has been definitely an adjustment, but I know that with this new chapter, much growth is anticipated. Next year, I plan to add 4 more positions. If we take a look at my first year of business, which was 2020, I made little to no revenue. That was during my hobby stage. 2021 was the transition from salary job to full-time business owner. The growth you see is influenced by my prices being doubled, capacity being tripled, and with the anticipation of reaching more networks and a growing clientele basis with newly added and upgraded services. The goal is to inspire others to reach for goals that seem unattainable, empowering us as a community and the people around us to take a chance and grow a vision. Creating a place, a community for business owners who not only want to change their community, but want to help bring success to their family and for future generations after them. The fastest way for me to impact the community is to grow my own business. If I was awarded the $10,000 grant, I would be able to focus on bringing brand awareness and reaching platforms in cities throughout Ohio. I would be able to grow my business network and professional network through organizations and club memberships. I would also be able to furnish the studio space that I now have and purchase quality equipment. Ground Up is a business that builds businesses. Our success is directly related to the impact we have on others in our own community. It is essential to us that we help and grow individuals. Growing a business today is growing generational wealth for the kids of tomorrow.
Fantastic, Alyssa. Thank you so much. We are going to ask our judges and Alyssa to turn their cameras on if they would. I'm going to do the same. And just while the judges are kind of collecting their thoughts, we're going to tell you all how this works. We are going to have the opportunity for each judge to ask a question. We're going to limit this period to 5 minutes so everybody gets kind of the same opportunity. So I think we'll probably go, we're going to try to rotate each time. So Brandy, I'm going to start with you and then go to Netra and then go to Keith. And then we will rotate from each judge. But Kenny has a stern look on his face and his stop clock is going, Alyssa and judges. So pithy questions and answers, please. Kenny is definitely watching us and we are watching the turtleneck. Brandy, go ahead. If you're ready, please fire away. Alyssa, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Beautiful. Thank you. Great job. Go ahead, Brandy.
So Alyssa, this is a space I know really well. I own a creative agency. We specialize in commerce, which has helped us scale. So we started our company in 2016 and have scaled it since then. What is your focus or specialization? I know it seems like small businesses, but is there any sort of niche within that you focus on?
Are you talking about a specific kind of small business?
Yes.
So I would say the biggest kind of one that I'm coming into would be more like restaurant and clothing. Those two particularly have been very essential in kind of needing that branding and online presence the most. I definitely work with other ones, and my bigger kind of span is just businesses in general. But kind of focusing on those people who kind of, like you said, really need that e-commerce and that digital marketing, that online presence and that footprint, those kind of people.
Great.
Very well done. Thank you. Miss Netra, how is it being on this side of the camera than the other?
Oh, you're on mute now.
Go ahead when you're ready.
Sorry for being muted. It's definitely a lot of fun. My stress levels are not as high,
I
but
understand.
I'm definitely excited to be here. I just have a question about marketing. You talked a little bit about that, and I know with Mohill Trash Out, we got a lot of our business through word of mouth. Any plans to pivot your marketing plans to anything outside of word of mouth or expand your marketing plans?
Yeah, so basically, that was me. So one of my biggest things is, like I said, word of mouth has gotten me so far majority of my sales, but at the same time, it only kind of caps you. You know, you're only reaching who you know and who they know. So my biggest plan for 2022 is that I'm joining a lot of networking groups in Toledo here, as well as creating marketing advertisement for online. So pushing through email marketing, as well as having ads. I've looked at some pricing structures for like newspaper, running Google ads. But I've really been focusing so much on running my business and doing everything that I've had no time to focus on those things. So I'm very excited for this new year to see what it brings me, because I think it's going to be well, because I've been putting in so much work so far. So, but yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Very well done. Keith, you are last but certainly not least this round. Please fire away when you're ready.
Thank you. Thank you again. I want to piggyback off of, great job, Alyssa. I want to piggyback off of Brandy's question. And as you start growing and streamlining, have you looked at your balance sheet that you present and how that's going to, how drastic that's going to change? And have you made room for that change as far as, outlining, well, if I stick in this one area, I will probably lose 10% profit margin in comparison to if I just stay general, I'm losing over here and gaining over there. If you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah. And I think part of me hasn't had an issue with it thus far just because of word of mouth purposes. So a lot of my advertisement hasn't been structured in one specific area. So I'm still filtering in a lot of people. However, I would say a lot of the networking events that I plan to go to have an array of those people. But from what my niche is what I'm saying, I think majority of my clients who need the most help, who have came to me, happen to be in those two areas. So whereas they're not a huge focus, I would say, but the numbers that I've been looking at and kind of going back and saying, who is my customers coming in? You know, who is someone who's kind of really utilizing my services? It's been those two groups. So I think with that advertisement and the marketing, I will then help kind of push for more of those people, but still doing everything that I've been doing with those networking events and stuff to keep that general population growing. But that's where majority of the sales and revenue is created, because they get those bigger packages. So I think focusing on that, but I don't want to focus so much that I make other businesses feel like I don't want to work with them or help them.
Very well said. We're going to have to leave it right there in honor of the time. But again, congratulations, Alyssa. Thank you. Great questions and very well done on the answers. Really some good depth to all that. And we are going to move right along and introduce Miss Courtney and relax and enjoy.
Hi there, I'm Courtney Howard, owner of Relax and Enjoy Therapy. Born and raised here in Toledo, mother of a 15-year-old son. I graduated honors with an associate's in accounting degree. But massage was my leap of faith into a career change. After the crashing of 2011 and not able to find a job in my field, massage therapy in my head was my last chance to really make something of myself. So I quickly realized that this was my purpose and passion. So I've been a therapist for about 5 years now. Actually, December 16th will be the 5th year. I wanted to help remind people that your body is your most valuable asset in life, and taking care of it will assist you better in the future, and to let you know your body is still working hard even when you're sleeping. Relax and Enjoy Therapy is for hardworking people that feel overworked and stressed. Our therapy oasis provides a massage that is therapeutic and relaxing. Your self-care journey with us is to refresh, rebalance your overall wellness. The services for your wellness will be our relaxation, deep tissue, and hot stone massage, a special service such as oncology, pregnancy, and lymph drainage massage. Our services are for both men and women who sees the service as a need for stress and pain relief instead of a luxury spa service. A person that is working all the time that will find and make the time to refresh themselves for the next work week or in between days, to get relaxed for the upcoming days off or before and after vacations. You have your parents that are working and chasing down the kids at home, looking for a little bit of time to themselves to de-stress, recharge, and relax. You also have the person that is looking for self relief from diagnosed symptoms and side effects like aching muscles, fatigue, poor circulation, and so forth. Marketing to these customers, I will use social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, advertising with massive emailing, text messaging, direct mailing, Google, Yelp, and word of mouth. So most of my competitors have been in business a lot longer than I have. So they have set in their ways and they are not offering their clients anything new. They already have a good client base, which means they're not looking for new clients, which will allow me to address a market of people to convert into clients. Although Massage Envy is not my direct competitor, the goal of my business is to reach their magnitude, and with your help, I can. Massage Envy has a lot of availability and flexible hours, but it makes the atmosphere feel like a factory process to relaxation. I want Relax and Enjoy Therapy experience to curate an atmosphere that every customer feel like they're in paradise. Relax and Enjoy Therapy uniqueness comes from the passion to value everyone needs as their own. I really do picture myself on the table and give a massage that I would love. Our reviews are proof we have accomplished treating the customer with the utmost care and concern for their wellness and experience with us. So for my finances in 2019 and 20, these were my startup years while still working a full-time job. I started Groupon as my only revenue channel with no marketing and advertisement started. And I also had a one-room location to work out of. I've seen the potential in my business and have decided to dive in full time and kick all my jobs to the curb for 2021. I also started marketing and advertisement just a little bit though. Still having Groupon as my main revenue source, I noticed that Groupon has helped to find new customers, but at a very, very high asking price. So the future goal here is to broaden my revenue channel and depart from Groupon altogether. Also, this year I have relocated to a much, much bigger suite. This suite has the potential to have more than 3 therapists working at a time. Open space area to hold small classes, which I can say currently I am subleasing to a yoga instructor. Also, I am currently renting space out to a skincare provider. This is bringing the business in another source of income while I am still the only therapist at the moment. My future forecast for 2022 will be to start winging off Groupon by doing half Groupon clients and half organic clients, bringing my Groupon consumption down to 50% from 100%, which will allow me to keep more net profit. Hiring 1 or 2 part-time therapists that only will do organic clients. Start offering other services like my couple massages and running more classes. I will be having marketing and advertisement in motion and done efficiently. I will be implementing a CRM system to make sure to invite, inform, and keep in touch with customers. Also to improve my SEO search. While these things are in effect and being executed properly, you can see that the gross income has jumped up to 73,000, my net profit up to 67,000, and then my net income to 39,000, which is making 2022 a very profitable year for me. So the future for 2023 is promising because by this time, all my marketing and advertisement will be in full effect. I will be converting my part-time therapist in 2022 to full-time in 2023. Also, we'll be adding a new part-time therapist and admin this year. This will free up time for me to find and build new partnerships, retrain and refresh employee skills, and focus on the business new plans and strategies for the future. My 5th year of business projects to have a gross profit of 136,000. This is a 100% increase from where I started. And with your investment, 5,000 will go into marketing and advertisement, 3,000 into service expansion, and 2,000 into operating costs. When I started, my goal was to quit all my jobs and focus on running my business in an ideal location. So yes, I am so excited and proud to say that I did it in 3 years instead of 5. And now it is time to start on the next set of goals. I want to have 100% customer reaction and loyalty. This is why I am implementing a CRM system. Also, I want to put in an accounting method in place, which I am currently working with a QuickBooks specialist to help me keep my finances in order. Most businesses is always about the bottom line. So of course, increasing my revenue is always part of my goal. Relax and Enjoy Therapy is here to impact Toledo with creating awareness that massage should be a part of your health routine. After all, a healthy, happy you is better for everyone. My impact to Toledo will create 5 jobs, and my plan as I expand will to create 2 to 3 more jobs. Also, my services will reduce stress and ensure a more quality work environment. Now, winning the grand prize will assist with the goals of getting new revenue channels, increasing my marketing and advertisement more efficiently, improving my SEO search, putting in place a CRM system, and creating a mini paradise atmosphere for the clients. To expand the business with hiring and training the staff to the high standards that Relax and Enjoy Therapy currently holds today. I also want to add new intriguing services that are not here in Toledo, like the therapeutic tundra massage. This service is with 2 therapists working in unison on 1 client. Can you just imagine the relaxation your whole body will feel at the same time? We will also offer new classes that can help spouses to connect on another level and teach them to relieve each other's aches and pains. Relax and Enjoy Therapy comes from the heart of being a human being, noticing society needs a caring touch. After all, newborn babies cannot survive without a caring touch, and we still needed to help comfort and heal each other to survive as well. Relax and Enjoy Therapy started with the dream of always having my own business as a child, knowing I didn't want to work all my life and have nothing to show for it, knowing I wanted to leave an impact in this life, overcoming the stereotypes of a young Black woman. So my son was my extra boost for my drive and determination to make my dream a successful reality. Also to build a legacy that he can carry on and have a better grasp on life. Showing and teaching him that hard work, dedication, sacrificing, and not ever quitting is the way to future stability and happiness. Also, that the business can help and serve other people's happiness as well. So, I am so proud to say that I'm able to show my son you can love what you do for a living because now it is not just a job or work. It is your passion and it makes you happy. So, relax and enjoy therapy is here to take care of your most valuable asset in life, and that is you. I want to say thank you to the Jumpstart team and my advisor. Also, thank you to the judges. I appreciate your time. So, please take a moment and take a picture of the screen to receive a $10 off your Relax and Enjoy therapy experience. See you soon, and thank you.
All right. Fantastic, Courtney. Congratulations again. Very well done. Judges, I will ask you to turn back on your cameras. We're going to go Netra, then Keith, then Brandy this time. But before you ask your questions, I have already volunteered to be the tester of all new massage therapies that are going on. So don't ask about that. I get to be the official test subject for all the massage spa treatments. So thank you for that. Netra, if you are ready, go ahead.
I am. Hey, Courtney.
Hi.
I am really thrilled about your massage program and your spa. And I definitely go and get massages and spas on a regular. So I want to know how you would go about gaining my business and how you compare to the competitors out there. I know you
Um,
touched on it a little bit, but I would like to hear a little more about how you differentiate yourself from your competitors.
like I was saying before, um, I do have a passion for massage. So when you come in, I do look at you as myself. So I do give you massage that I would love. So that's how I differentiate from my competitors. Because like I said, massage envy is more of a factory. I would like my massage place to be a place where you can relax and enjoy and feel like almost you're at home, but not at home. um, I want to be able to take you away from your stress. Um, just just melt away all your problems pretty much. With my competitors, like I said, they already been in business for a long time. So that's why I want to do new intriguing services that are not here in Toledo, like my Tundra massage. That's only done in like California or somewhere on the other coast of the state. So just bringing in new things that haven't been done for massage therapy will be a good asset to bring people in that never had massage or just looking for something new and different for their self-care journey.
Very good. Okay, Keith, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you, Courtney. Great job.
Thank
So
you.
I was just thinking, and I'll piggyback off of Nitra's question too. So when you start going into this market and you have this passion behind you, what would make your brand stay consistent and competitive? What would you do to set yourself out to stay consistent and competitive? What would keep your revenues going?
um what will keep my revenue going will be I'll be reaching out to different smaller brackets of my massage niches, which is like I do oncology massages. So I will make sure I reach out to that group of people. Also do pregnancy. So that would be another group of revenue I could be looking for. So I have a few niches. So I have a couple of pathways and revenue areas to go for. So I can always change up my patterns and do different things for different people. So it's always something new and different. It will never stay stale. So if something gets stale, I can always switch up and do something different and just try to reach out for everybody.
Excellent. Great question, great answer. And last but not least, Brandy, go ahead and join us when you're ready.
Yeah, great. Courtney, nice job. I have two quick questions. One metric I was looking for is repeat business. Is that something that you track? Maybe I missed it, but I didn't notice that as part of the presentation.
Yes, I do keep track of my repeat customers. I always try to make sure I get repeat customers. I offer them usually a package deal or a discount for their monthly self-care visit. My Square account right now is also tracking, and then I keep track of myself.
Great. And go ahead, Brandy, I have a follow-up.
Yeah, one more question is, do you also travel? Do you go to locations, and do you have the equipment to do that? To do like on-site at businesses or anything like that?
Right now I do not travel, but I'm able to. I do have a location that's big enough, even if they would like to send over employees or anything like that. So I can do either or. Yes.
Okay, great. Nice job.
Thank you.
Great. Very, very well done. I'm ready to come on in for a massage, actually. Great job, Courtney. We are going to keep the night rolling along. Just talked about some massage, and now you are going to hear about some outstanding food from Miss Michaela.
If you ask a child what they'll want to be when they grow up, you'll get answers, such as a doctor, a lawyer, even a professional athlete. But for young Michaela, well, it was a horse. And thankfully, I chose another career path because it would have made this introduction quite awkward. So, with 30 years of Caribbean and West Indian heritage, along with a Bachelor of Science degree in Culinary Arts and Food Service Management, I present to you the chef and the owner of Island Soul, Michaela Baggett. I would hear it all the time. The desires for exotic foods, different flavors, even at the chance of experiencing other cultures. Some may achieve this by hopping on a plane, setting sail on a Caribbean cruise, or simply just driving to the nearest city. Island Soul, being a culinary and consultation company, strives to meet these desires by exciting the palate with its exotic taste of the islands with a soulful fusion. Through restaurant-style carryout, customers can taste the islands with dishes such as the signature not Jamaican jerk chicken and soul mac and cheese. Their needs for any large gathering, such as weddings and bridal showers, can be met with our catering services. And for those intimate moments, we have the private chef services, where we bring the restaurant to you. With the recent shift in society, both our personal and our professional lives must continue to adapt to these changes. I've integrated measures of communication for Island Soul and its clients, both current and potential. Our website, www.itsislandsoul.com, was created to feature menu options and services offered. Social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram have proven to be the key connecting point between our clients and the business. Menus, schedules, and everything Island Soul related is updated weekly, keeping our customers constantly in the loop. We've also taken advantage of marketing our products and services through Google.com, undoubtedly one of the largest search engines available. Through Thumbtack Pro, an online lead generation platform for small business owners and consumers. And we cannot forget about the most inexpensive form of marketing, word of mouth. Let us now look at what Caribbean or island food establishments we can find. Google search results will yield 4 businesses here in the city of Toledo, with 3 of them being Jamaican. Extending that same search into the state of Michigan, search results yield 22, with the nearest being 54 miles from our current location. Under the search for soul food restaurants, search results yield 8. And then there are several larger establishments that offer catering services with unique menu options. Now, what sets Island Soul apart is a diverse Caribbean background that fuels the creativity within the menu, along with years of culinary and restaurant training attained through higher levels of education. The work here didn't manifest itself overnight. Island Soul became an official business here in Toledo back in 2019. Shortly after, the name and the brand were introduced to large platforms such as Uber Eats, through collaborations with other businesses such as the ProMedica e-bike center, where nutrition meets the Caribbean, a collaboration that continues today. In 2020, amid the pandemic, Island Soul thrived through offering catering services to private stuff, where we went from offering none to over 15 of these events by the end of the year. And with the changes in the restaurant industry, we introduced Soul Saturdays, the beginning of our restaurant-style takeout operation. This year, we joined business directories and nonprofit organizations such as Her Hub of Greater Toledo. We've continued our collaborative efforts with food service businesses such as Toledo Spirits Company. And we've had the opportunity of being a food vendor of the largest event hosted in the city, the Solheim Cup Fan Fest. With all our efforts, we have seen an increase in sales despite the pandemic. In 2020, we grossed almost $20,000 in sales, with most of the numbers coming from our private chef services. And this year, I am proud to say we have already hit our annual sales goal of $30,000. As you've seen, within just a short period of time, the culture and business awareness has made its way throughout the city. Now the goal is to take this even further and target other areas of Ohio, such as Columbus and Cleveland. The plan is to reach potential customers within a 200-mile radius. That would also allow us to hit areas of Chicago and Indianapolis. In order to accomplish this goal, we will introduce Island Soul on Wheels, a mobile food business that allows for all to taste the island and feel the soul. The food truck industry has grown popularity since the recession in 2008 and has since seen an average increase of 6.6% per year between 2016 and 2021. In 2019, the industry reached a value of over $1,045 million and has an expected annualized growth rate of 1.52% by 2024. In comparison with a traditional restaurant, starting and running a mobile business has had its benefits on entrepreneurs. The average startup cost for a restaurant ranges anywhere from $100,000 to $400,000, whereas with a food truck, it is anywhere from $50,000 to $150,000. Operating a food truck allows the business to reach its customers, whereas with a restaurant, the customers would have to find the business. And the overhead costs are significantly lower with running a mobile business. The initial startup cost for Island Soul on Wheels will be $25,000. This would include the down payment on a used 8x16 mobile kitchen food trailer, all the necessary licensings and permits to operate in Toledo, as well as a POS system. Owning and operating a food truck isn't the final move on the chessboard. It's the move, however, that will allow Island Soul to be a part of more activities in the city, such as the ProMedica concert series and food truck days downtown. We'll have opportunities to move to colleges and other institutions, such as the University of Toledo and Owens Community College. And with creating this foot traffic, it will allow for more catering opportunities. But ultimately, Island Soul on Wheels takes us one step closer to establishing Island Soul as a full-service restaurant. There is no doubt as to why this program is called the Impact Program, because to have an impact means to have strong effect on something or someone. And investment opportunities such as this one will have strong effect on Island Soul, because not only will it help with attaining a food truck or trailer, but it will aid in creating other job opportunities. This program has also allowed myself as a business owner to reevaluate why I even started this business and what impact I would like for it to have on the city of Toledo. Island Soul's impact on the city of Toledo will continue to include spreading cultural awareness, transferring the knowledge about the Caribbean and the culinary and restaurant industry, and to continue collaborative efforts with other businesses and institutions like the ProMedica eBike Center. We aren't just another catering company, nor are we just another food service business. You see, when I moved to Toledo, I had no part of my home, but I remember that home is where the heart is. So Island Soul is my home within our home, a decision I am so proud I made. At this time, I would like to say thank you so much for listening, and the floor is now open for questions.
Fantastic, Michaela. Really well done. Thank you so much. I got Kenny texting me in the background telling me he's hungry. I'm like peeking over at the fridge. So I definitely appreciate all the food pics, and can't wait to get through this so I can come eat some of your food sometime soon. Let's get right to the questions. Keith, I'm going to start with you this time, and we'll go around again. Go ahead.
Thank you, Michaela. Great job. I got hungry just watching it. But just sticking to the point, you have two different categories. I think you spoke about your business during the pandemic went up with the private service, and then you said there was a need for a food truck. So the dollars that will be allotted, would it be balanced between the two, or how are you managing that look?
That is a good question. So when I initially started at Island Soul, I thought catering. I thought big events, give everybody that Caribbean island soul food fusion. But the pandemic hit, and I had to either say, forget this business that I wanted, or find another avenue. And so with that, and with everything, individuals not being able to go to restaurants and so forth, there was a need for the restaurant to come to individuals. So that's when I just switched from catering and did private chef services. Now, that is still an aspect of Island Soul till this day, but it is not the main focus. The main focus, with the ultimate dream of having a restaurant, is to offer my Caribbean, West Indian soul food fusion through takeout style and dining when that time comes. So focusing on a food truck, it not only creates the visibility, but it also creates the awareness to what it is that I am offering to the city of Toledo and its surrounding areas.
Excellent. Thank you. Brandy, let's come around to you.
So great presentation. I have a question about, you and your background, and, this category in particular is really hot right now. We see a lot of movement in this space in the CPG brand. So my question is, in addition to, because you're a chef, in addition to your business, the restaurant, the food truck, do you have the capability of creating your own, products as well, spices or, sauces, anything like that?
That is indeed a good question. I'm glad that you brought that up. Last summer, I did a test run on my signature not Jamaican jerk sauce. And I also did it with my Island Soul Spice, which is an all-purpose blend. I visited or attended a few pop-up shops, and the customers were so receptive of it. I still have, inboxes asking when I'm going to be able to, sell the sauce. So I already spoke to a member for the Department of Agriculture in the steps that I need to take in order to put my sauce and my spice on shelves in local stores. So that also is one of the other revenue streams that I'm looking into within the next year or two.
Yeah, I think that's critical, because if you think about it, you can create those two product brands. This is my space. So, I understand it really well. And you don't have to have people. You don't have to have, people supporting that. You just pick, back, and ship. So yeah, that's my main question for that.
Thank you.
Really interesting. Thank you. And finally to you, Netra.
Hi, Michaela. Great job. I consider myself a food connoisseur. If I'm not, definitely my partner is. We love to eat. So how do you increase the awareness of individuals in the community and those who consider themselves food connoisseurs, how do you educate them and get the awareness of what you bring to the city of Toledo out there?
Good question. So we live in a technological era where everyone is on their cell phone. It's either their watch, computer, some electronic device. I have made it my mission to utilize social media, more specifically Facebook and Instagram. So as I've mentioned in my video, I make it a mission to update or schedule posts weekly, at least 3 times a week. So if it's not about, hey, I'm open or I am booking there, if I'm cooking anything, something new, something that reminds me of home, I would post it and I will share it to whatever groups I'm involved in. And that way individuals will inbox me and ask me, what is this? Or I just have a lot of engagements on the social media platforms. Also, I do, my other job, I am a manager and I do customer service a lot. So people hear my voice and then after conversations, they'll pick up on the accent. And from there, it's a conversation and I tell them about food. I show pictures and we keep going. So yeah, yeah, I can talk about food all day, but I'm not gonna take up time.
Me too.
No, that's great. Yeah, we can take that one offline. Get a massage, go get some food, get Alyssa to market our business, go take a class from Lisa all in one day. It's a great cohort. Like I said before, I mean, and we still have one more to go. You guys have gotten 3 great ones. You're gonna love Lisa, and you can see why we're so excited about this cohort. So with that said, again, thank you, Michaela. Great job with your presentation and great job also making Kenny and I hungry. And we are going to move on. Our last presenter, Miss Lisa. Last but not least, we're very excited to hear about Elite Karate.
Good evening, everyone. I am very excited to be here. I am Lisa Halsey, the owner and lead instructor of Elite Karate Academy. I was born and raised here in Toledo. I attended several area Catholic schools and graduated from Notre Dame Academy. I studied psychology at Ohio Northern University and earned an MBA from the University of Findlay. I started in the martial arts in 1997. If you can believe this, a friend talked me into this. That's the only reason why I got started. This was definitely not my life plan. It wasn't long before I started assistant teaching with classes, competing, and even earned my first black belt. From there, I decided to stick with it. And what do you know? Here I am many years later, still kicking, and I now own my own karate school. Of course, a question I get asked a lot is, can I kick someone in the head? The answer is yes, I absolutely can. It actually gives me life. Like many kids in the 80s and 90s, Mr. Miyagi was my first instructor. Some of the many important lessons from this classic movie, such as focus, respect, and perseverance, are among some of the core values that I actually instill in my students at Elite Karate. A little bit about Elite Karate Fitness and Wellness. It's a positive, family-friendly community. We offer a variety of classes in a group setting with private instruction available. We really stress empowerment and personal growth, and it's just a place, it's a happy place. We want everyone to be a part of it. Our core target market is moms. What we found is that moms tend to be the decision makers for what their children do. So if they're looking to increase focus, confidence, or discipline with their children, this is the place to be. Of course, kids have a lot of energy, so we are masters of helping them get rid of that while they are having fun. Some of those same moms actually become our students. Some are seeking confidence for themselves. They want a little bit of self-defense while they are getting in shape. They also want to release stress that may be caused by some of the children that you saw on the screen prior to this. This is also an excellent place for connection. We have moms who are possibly going to become empty nesters soon, they tend to form a bond with each other here at Elite Karate. Can dads take karate classes as well? Yes, absolutely. We welcome dads, anyone without children, any adults, period, to Elite Karate, Fitness and Wellness. This is a place for everyone. You may have heard the saying that the families that kick together stick together, right? That's what people say. Well, here at Elite Karate, this is a supportive community where so many lifelong connections are formed. You can see here in the third picture with the cheerleader, that is our Skylar. Skylar's mom passed away 2 years ago, and her stepdad passed away last January. Since then, we've definitely become her surrogate family. We are always here for her. How does Elite Karate stand apart from the competition? Well, first and foremost, we offer small class sizes. This gives us the opportunity for more hands-on, personalized attention for our students. We have some of the most affordable classes in the city. This may not be the location for the cheapest classes, but we definitely have family pricing structures. And again, affordability is key. We offer a variety of programs. Some include fitness kickboxing, yoga classes will be coming soon. We also have holistic wellness and lifestyle coaching available, as well as self-defense workshops. Live virtual training is something that we've been very excited to offer for the past several years. And with the current state of affairs, with this never-ending pandemic, this has become more important now more than ever. Diversity is also a key factor. We are one of the only karate schools in the Toledo area that is owned and operated by a woman, and perhaps the only one that is owned and operated by a woman of color. We've heard from some of our students that they chose us because of this, and what we say is what a lot of people say these days is representation matters. If you see here in this picture, the young lady with the Team USA uniform, that is actually the cheerleader that you saw on the prior picture. Yes, beauty and brains definitely go together, as well as brawn. Skylar is one of our world champion competitors, and she's been as far as Ireland with us for a couple of years. It's just been amazing to see her growth. And we always continue to support her and cheer her on in her path. We've highlighted here just some of our milestones over the past few years and some plans that we have going forward. We were established in October of 2012. We moved to a new location a few months later. In the summer of 2019, we were actually voted as the family favorite karate school by the Toledo Area Parent Magazine. In January of this year, we opened the doors to our current location, which is actually our first official storefront. Early next year, we have plans for additional fitness and wellness programs, and we are very excited to also offer our first wellness retreat. Financials, just what everyone loves to talk about, right? Well, what we can see here from our 2021 revenue is that memberships make up the core of our revenue. And this is true of most years. This past year, we've noticed a slight decrease with our retail, workshops, events, equipment, and advanced training. We definitely look forward to increasing those multiple streams of revenue for next year with some of the things that we have in the works, with additional workshops and events. And at some point, this pandemic has to end. People will be ready to come out and just join the martial arts and enjoy time together in person. Looking at our annual revenue, you'll notice for the first couple of years, our revenue has been pretty steady. We did have an increase this past year, and we can accredit a lot of that to, again, having our first storefront location, as well as some of the networking efforts through B&I, Her Hub, and a few other areas. For next year, we have big plans for major sustainable growth. How do we plan to do this? Well, with the addition of more programs, more outreach, we definitely feel that this is doable and we plan to make it happen. We have several different avenues that we use for marketing and reaching out to new students. Word of mouth is, of course, at the top of the list for us. This has proven to be the most reliable source of marketing, and we tend to get some pretty good referrals this way. Social media and Google are at the top of the list as well. Our website is coming soon, so that will certainly help. Our students absolutely love our in-person demonstrations. And if you see here in the right corner, we have our little Jillian taking out one of our teens. This is actually from an event here in the local area that was sponsored by Her Hub. Speaking of Her Hub, you can see here that it's listed. B&I and Her Hub are included. And vendor booths and partnerships are something that we look forward to. How do we plan to make an impact in the Toledo area? We plan to create jobs, continue our community outreach. We've been blessed to reach out and teach karate classes at places such as Mom's House. And this is a great place, a great way to create future leaders for the Toledo area. The investment opportunity, this is what matters, right, guys? So with the $10,000, we plan to help kickstart our big plans for next year. We would look forward to hiring one part-time assistant, one fitness instructor, and increase our advertising dollars. With the part-time assistant and the fitness instructor, this will free up my time because I do have plans to not do all the things next year, and I will have the chance to bring in more students, create more revenue, and make more of an impact in the Toledo area. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate this. Are there any questions?
Excellent. That was awesome, Lisa. I had volunteered Kenny to do the demonstration of the kick in the head, but I think that video didn't make the presentation, so we'll try that for next time. But still, very, very well done. We're going to go directly to our judges. I think we'll go back to the top, and Brandy, start with you.
Great. Yeah. Thanks for that, Lisa. My biggest question is about the memberships. Tell me a little bit about what that includes and what that looks like.
So all of our students are on a membership, whether it's the karate classes or the fitness classes. It's a month-to-month membership. We do ask that they give us 30 days notice before taking a break for whatever reason that may be. And it's just been our bread and butter. Like, we can pretty much, so long as they give us notice, like, guarantee that we'll bring in X amount of dollars per month. What's included, if it's a karate program, students attend 2 classes per week. If it's fitness kickboxing, right now that is 2 classes per week. As we start to bring in additional programs, there may be like an opportunity for them to take 3 classes a week or 4 or 5, just depending on what area that is. But yeah.
And can you scale that? Do you offer like family memberships, or is it just individual?
We actually offer a slight discount for all of the family members. So the first person in the family pays the full price, and then there's a gradual decrease in the rate according to, like, if the second person gets X amount of dollars off or whatever percentage off, the third, and so on. We do have a considerable amount of family members who take classes, so every little bit adds up, and they definitely appreciate that.
Great.
Thank you. Netra, you're next.
Thank you again. I just want to talk about your timelines and milestones. You talked about having more programs and your outreach. Have you thought about any other methods or ways to connect with families such as myself. I have 2 young grandchildren, 1 and 2, and they definitely keep me busy. And so I like the fact that, you have a method that will definitely take away some energy. But how do you plan on increasing your growth and attracting more grandparents and more families?
And we actually, so I'm glad you asked that question. We actually do have a couple of students who the grandparents are the ones who brought them in. I get these calls that say, hey, my grandbaby has a lot of energy, please help me. And we open up the doors. So word of mouth with that is definitely helpful. Just it's while moms are our target market, we do recognize that sometimes aunts and uncles and grandparents and sometimes the neighbors may be the ones that say this kid needs an energy release. The continued efforts through networking through BNI and her hub, that will definitely be instrumental for that. And I'm working on something right now with like the Girl Scouts, fingers are crossed with that. You'll have little girls who are kicking while they're selling cookies. So, that will definitely increase that outreach and as well. And then social media, website, like all of those things that were listed on that slide, that will definitely increase because I will have a part-time assistant to help me get some of these things that are on all these Post-it notes done. Does that answer your question?
Yes, that does. Thank you very much. Because I have 2, 1 and 2, and they just jump off my couch from the time they get up to the time they go to bed.
We have ways to tire them out. Many, many ways.
I'll be looking for you while I'm eating.
Thank you.
Exactly. Thank you. And Keith, go ahead and wrap it up for us.
Yeah, thanks. Great job. 2 questions I had to ask you. I want to ask you. First being, you coming up with your business. You coming up with your plan. I like the strategy and who you're going after. Have you looked at trademarking certain things that you're doing in your program, which could be made into video? And then 2, have you thought of doing in-services for your service only, rather than doing it for customer, but actually doing an in-service, professional development, things of that nature, marketing, those different, what avenues of marketing are you looking at?
Well, with regards to that, definitely again, like continuing like with the social media, that's something that kind of honestly slacked on this year because being one person trying to do all the things and keep my sanity, it's been a lot. So definitely like planning on, again, continuing to increase that and continuing to, with regards to like the outreach, continuing some volunteer workshops, but also on my list, leading to your question, is definitely like working with working with corporations, like businesses, getting in there and doing some trainings, whether it's on self-defense. As we start to bring like the yoga on, allowing, giving an opportunity for those employees to like tap into how yoga and mindfulness and essential oils all play a part. So it depends on what those specific businesses are looking for. Realtors are on my list, nurses. So I have all these things lined up. It's just a matter of getting a little bit of help, if not a lot of help, with actually getting the behind the scenes things done.
Great. Very well done. Thank you. We're going to leave it right there. And that concludes. Thank you, Lisa. That was fantastic. Thank you, judges. That concludes our 4 presentations for tonight. So what's going to happen now is we are going to ask our judges to turn off their cameras, turn off their microphones, and the judges, once they are muted, which I see they all are actually going to leave for another Teams meeting with our teammate Roy, and they are going to do some quick conversation and deliberation. And while that's going on, Kenny, let's just talk a little bit about these wonderful ladies. And maybe before we do that too, I just want to take an opportunity to let Kenny talk about some of the other things going on at Jumpstart. And we're going to tell you a little bit more about the program as well.
All right. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is enjoying the showcase and our fabulous presentations from these great entrepreneurs. So the impact program is one thing we do, but business advising for anyone who's watching, whether you are a business that's just starting out and you're trying to get in the ecosystem, just reach out to us and we can kind of do an assessment of where you're at and take a look at what ways might help you get closer to your goals. If you already had an established business and you are trying to go in a different direction or just trying to see what resources are out there, you can reach out to us for that. If you already work with us and you're working on something new or going in a new direction or just plain want to reconnect, our one-on-one business advising sessions are available to you. So take advantage of it. So this is Cohort 6. For the Northwest Ohio Impact Program. The applications are currently open for Cohort 7. So, and you can see on the screen some of the criteria that we're looking for. You got to be in the Toledo area. And if you meet with one of our business advisors, that needs to be done before January 21st. So if you do the one-on-one business advising in the first place, then you'll have that knocked out already. And we prefer businesses that are generating at least $25,000 in revenue. And if you apply, you'll go through the interview process. And in May, I believe is the next showcase, you could find yourself on the same stage as these presenters today, with a chance to win $10,000. So apply as soon as possible. If you have a friend who is an entrepreneur that fits this criteria, then let them know as soon as you can so they can get their application in and we'll talk with them once they do.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations. And while we're celebrating these 4 wonderful entrepreneurs and the businesses you heard, on behalf of our team, Roy and Amy, who are working behind the scenes tonight, and Kenny and myself, just a couple of quick thank yous. This is obviously from the program to the showcase and everything at Jumpstart. It's a team effort. It's a group effort. So really big thank you to a couple different people, a couple different groups of people, starting with Patrick and Patty and Phelan, our programs team based in Cleveland, but they are here teaching classes. I know that they have listened to pitches and helped presenters tweak their pitches over the course of not just this cohort, but the 6 we've done here. So we truly could not do it without you, and so greatly appreciate your involvement on behalf of our entrepreneurs. It's very much appreciated, and it's very noticeable. You guys had great input. And in addition to our Jumpstart team, I mentioned earlier that we also have been very, very lucky to be able to leverage some assets and some help from our Northwest Ohio community. So in every cohort, every entrepreneur has the opportunity to not just have a mentor from the Jumpstart team, but also somebody from the community. So we've had, in this cohort specifically, just a quick shout out to April, to Crystal, to Steve DeMeo, to Stephen Powell, to Jill and Ebony from the SBDC, Zach and Linda from our amazing Lucas County Public Libraries. And a lot of those names and organizations you may recognize because we've had some fantastic partnership and involvement from some of the other economic development organizations within our Business Growth Collaborative and also within our ecosystem. And so, like I said, we've just had great support, and we would be remiss not to mention all these other people who every single week, at least 2 cohorts a year are here working with our entrepreneurs. And as many of you folks who have been involved with Jumpstart know, I also want to give a really special big thank you to Kenny. All of you know him. He's kind of the face of Northwest Ohio Jumpstart. He's that first line of defense and handles all of our deal flow and meets with everybody and is able to provide not just great technical assistance, but support on all things that entrepreneurs go through. So Kenny is the unheralded hero of the Impact Pro, or somewhat heralded hero of the Impact Program here in Toledo. So again, thank you to all of our inside advisors, our Jumpstart team, our outside advisors. We are truly, truly so fortunate to have you around. And with that said, Kenny, let's talk a little bit about the entrepreneurs. I'll let you get started and kind of take the lead and go in whatever order you want. But just a couple thoughts on as we want to celebrate the entrepreneurs and all their hard work. Just a couple thoughts from you, maybe.
Well, I can definitely talk. Don't have to tell me with that. Well, yeah, we'll go left to right, just starting off with Alyssa and her business Ground Up. You know, I'm excited about the energy around what she's doing, just like real good, positive energy. And the judges can't hear us talking, so don't worry. I'm excited about the energy around what she's doing. Even with all the positive feedback that she was already getting before she participated in the program, she still realized that, all right, I still probably need to get in the books and build that foundation. Not only do I think that's going to be good for her and her business, but her working with other entrepreneurs, I think she's going to instill a lot of good tactics with them.
Yeah, and I was very fortunate. I don't know if Alyssa was very fortunate, but I was very fortunate to get to work with Alyssa the most in this cohort, and just really always appreciate your growth mindset, always asking great questions, always asking for feedback, always incorporating that into everything you did. And I thought, just really fun for me to be a very tiny part of your growth and really how polished your pitch has gotten and all those things over the last 12 weeks. So, very, very, very thrilled to be a tiny part of it and have you with us.
True. Now with Courtney, relax and enjoy therapy. One thing that I know about Courtney, just talking with her through this cohort, she's someone who will always bet on herself. And that's a good thing. That's a great quality. I like the fact that she wants everyone to understand the importance of self-care. And she participated in this cohort at the same time as she moved into a new space, a bigger space. And that is a very difficult thing to do. Just moving in general requires so much attention, and to be able to balance that and the cohort and then complete the cohort and also do a good job. I'm very proud of the work Courtney did. So congratulations to her. And I'm looking forward to getting a massage. I don't know, but don't give me the one you would give Adam.
What does that mean?
I don't even know. It's just like whatever. If you were going to get a joke played on you or anything like that, I just don't want the Adam massage. But I definitely going to come in and try that out. So appreciate working with you in the cohort and looking forward to the future.
Yeah, Courtney, I echo that. I also will volunteer to be the test subject for any. I 100% trust you. My life is in your hands, so I am absolutely willing to be a test subject for anything Relax and Enjoy has going on. And it was really great. I thought Netra asked a great question. Like I have also sort of regularly do that, and I've really it's been fun for me to really watch you, in addition to doing all the other things going on in your life, really talk about how you differentiate and your vision for where this is going and your story of starting this up. So again, it's been really fun to just be a tiny part of hearing everything that's going on, and very excited for the next stages for you.
And Michaela, I got to say, like, I was following along with the presentation very well until I saw the first picture of food. And then I kind of I don't know where my mind went, but that's all I could think about after that. But I know you did a terrific job. I got to say about Michaela, everyone. Like, she's just been so consistent throughout. I mean, even before the program to now. That's why I feel like Island Soul will, be doing things in the future, some great things, just because of the consistency that she's always been bringing to the table. Michaela, I like that you have no problem using, your local resources for help, and you support other local entrepreneurs. A great quality. I'm glad that you were in the cohort. And I'm really looking forward to what Island Soul is going to be doing in the future.
Yeah, no kidding. My biggest impact program regret in my 3 years at Jumpstart is not having this cohort in person, where Michaela might have been able to bring us some snacks in some of those classes. But we will certainly, young Kenneth and myself will be more than making up for it here going forward when you get the food truck open. I give you a lot of credit. I know you got a million things going on, like all of our other entrepreneurs, another job on the side, and running this business and expanding the business and growing it, and always there with a great attitude and great effort, and really appreciated all the food pictures. I thought that was really well done.
Now, Lisa and Elite Karate. Lisa, unfortunately for her, I was her advisor through the program. I had a great time being Lisa's advisor, and I can say that a lot of this coursework came natural to Lisa. She's kind of a perfectionist, and I am not, so that was a good balance. I avoided getting kicked in the head, so I deserve a trophy for that. You should give me $10,000 for that, because also, I'm excited about the future for Elite Karate and the clients who get to enjoy her services. I can also say that I've heard around town, just being her advisor and talking to other people who've used her services, the kind things that they say about her and the respect they have for her. It was just great to be paired up with her, and looking forward to what's coming.
Yeah, Lisa and I had a chance to connect even before the cohorts started. She was one of the folks that I had a chance to interview, and just always appreciate, Kenny, you hit it right on the head, just positive energy and positive attitude. And, I think that shines through in what she does. And I still, maybe with some of this impact grant money, we can get a commercial done, and Kenny can be a, what do you call it? A kicking dummy, or a padded dummy or something. We can see
Kenny can be not in sight, not around those feet.
All right, I think we have an answer in. And I think as soon as we get Kenny back on, we get our judges back on. And I think we'll just wait for the judges. Maybe Freddie, Kenny, let me know when everybody's back on. I know judges, if you are coming back on, I was just saying to everybody that we do not envy you at all, because that was a very hard choice for very deserving candidates. And most importantly, again, I truly, congratulations to all of you guys. Everybody is walking away with great networks, some great friends, some grant money, and truly, like I said, just a celebration of everybody. Do we have our judges back on? And if so, feel free to turn your cameras on, guys. Well, again, congratulations to everybody involved, especially these 4 ladies. You guys have worked exceedingly hard, and it shows. We are very excited to work with you from now going forward. And the winner of tonight's showcase is Michaela, Island Soul. So congratulations to Michaela. Congratulations to all the ladies, but very, very well done, Michaela.
Thank you guys so very much. Thank you.
Thank you. We are very excited.
Congratulations, Michaela.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. I knew she was gonna cry.
That's good. You deserve it. You all deserve it.
We'll let the tears flow. We want to thank everyone for being a part of the cohort. We're looking forward to working with each and every one of you going forward. And everyone in the audience, the applications are open to apply for the next cohort. So thank you for tuning in and supporting us. And we will see you next time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Good night.
Thanks,
Good night,
everyone.
everyone.